Okay, so for number one, how can the class structure be altered to help Brian develop more positive interpersonal skills? I know from the reading they said that he had problems with keeping his hands to himself. They said he used to like to tackle kids, in the classrooms, in the hall, outside in the cafeterias and all that stuff. So me personally, and this might just be rude, but I said he needs to be in the classroom by himself until he learns to keep his hands off people and stuff. Um, I think that him feeling like he should be able to put his hands on himself goes back to that mentality that he has that he's better than everyone else and that he doesn't have to necessarily follow the rules, I would say. Um, in my head, I'm thinking, I thought all our parents taught us not to put our hands on ourselves unless they want somebody to put their hands on us too, but as we've also read from the reading, his parents also enable his bad behavior, so that might not be the best time to use that example, but yeah, for positive interpersonal skills, I definitely say he needs to be in the classroom by himself until he learns how to behave. Um, what strategy would you suggest for working with Brian's parents? I said that the strategy I would use for his parents would be identifying the problem and the solution. I know this is primarily used for the students, but in chapter 9, they talked about how showing and giving solutions to problems helps people see where they lack and find out what they need to do to fix it, if you will. Um, yeah, like I said before, I feel like his parents have enabled or even encouraged his bad behavior. Um, Will I am one thing I kept going back and forth with is I was saying, will the solution actually work? I don't know, only because from my experience, parents like this feel like their kids are perfect and that everyone else is the problem, kind of. Um, why I don't know. I couldn't help you with that, but yeah, that's the strategy I would use. I think his parents need to hear the problems and actually hear solutions for it too. And if they don't want to take it, that's on them. They'll keep hearing it up until the time their kid is in jail. Just saying. Um, what are the characteristics of a gifted and talented individual? For me personally, I said it depends on the person because I feel like everybody has their own individual definition of talented and gifted. Because you can be gifted in music, in sports, in school, like in many different things. I said as a whole, I would say gifted and talented kids are the kids who naturally understand it, and if it doesn't come easy for them, they work hard to understand it. I said they were the best of their class. They go above and beyond to get the job done, and I also said that they were well-rounded and open-minded to learning new things as well. Ooh, excuse me. How can the curriculum be altered to provide more opportunities for Brian to develop interest? Um, I said that the I think that the I think that the curriculum can be changed by finding solution strategies for Brian. I said he needs to work on his listening and critical thinking skills. I know in the reading they said he lacked in that as well. Um, I remember the reading also said that he had a short attention span and that he is only interested in specific topics, and that I feel like is where the problems lie. It's almost as if if some, I remember they said it in the reading as well, but they said for certain things he is all for it and he's listening and he's attentive, and then for other things he's looking at the window or kikiing with somebody sitting next to him or something. Um, but yeah, I would say that the curriculum needs to be altered for his interest in a way that first we find out what specifically his interests are, and then the ones that he isn't that interested in, that's what we need to also work with too. Because it can't be, oh, you're only good at reading and social studies and not science and math and everything else. Um, give it your general impression of the student and teacher needs in the classroom. Um, I would say that I'm sorry, the teacher needs his students to be engaged and attentive. Um, I said that he also needs his students to know that they are no better than anyone else in the classroom, because I know that's Brian's problem. I would also say that the teacher needs students who keep their hands to themselves, as well as I said before too. The student, I said, needs a teacher who is patient, eager to help him, and also said that he needs someone who is willing to tutor him one on one. because I really feel like his problem is he's always trying to do stuff with other people around him. So I think he needs that one-on-one attention, I would say, because you can't, when it's one-on-one, you can't be looking out the window. You know, you can't be drifting in your mind. It's one-on-one. Like I'm talking to you, you talking to me. Um, I would also say that he needs someone to tutor him with his interpersonal listening and critical skills as well, because I know that's where he um, is lacking in school. So yeah.